Hey everyone, welcome back to 5-Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today we're going to talk about SNX, also called Synthetix. If you like the content, please be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also follow us on Twitter, Telegram, and Patreon, which you can find a link in the description below. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is SNX on the daily. We like to focus on bigger time frames here, less news and less hype, and more on the facts and the charts and what we're looking at. So currently you can see SNX is flirting right with its 50-day moving average. We want to hold that, but it's not such a huge deal like it would be on Bitcoin and Ethereum or something of an older coin, because SNX just came around just towards the end of last year. So as you can see back here, we did hold that. We have one brief candle below it, so a lot of wicks. See the wicks? Wicks don't really matter. We just want these candle bodies to close back above this moving average. So tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time in 10 hours, right, we want to hold, if you look on the left there, 1942. Now that'll change a little bit throughout the day as prices move up and down, but roughly 1942 is the level we want to hold. We want to hold that candle body above that line tonight. So what else do I have to show for you today? So we can look at on the weekly. On the weekly, SNX still looking pretty good, right? If you follow any kind of patterns or follow me at all, you'd recognize this could be a macro trend bull flag. You have your flagpole here, you have a downtrend, you have roughly flat bottoms. This could be playing out as a nice bull flag and see more upside. So today we're going to look at where we could be projected to go up to if we start moving back up again. And then also I want to show you some cool tricks that you can use on SNX and as well as other coins for the rest of your life. So we're going to look at the Fibonacci retracement tool. Now look at this wick down here. You might wonder if that's a random wick, and what if I told you you could have known that this wick would have stopped right here and you could have bought this level almost to the penny before moving back up like this? So how is that possible? I'm glad you asked. So we go over here to our Fib retracement tool. You draw it from your low point way back here to your high point before, right to where you started your drop. Now look at that wick to the penny of your 618 level. This is called the golden ratio level, and it's called that for a reason, because most anytime you have a big run up and you start dropping, you will more than likely get very close, if not touch it, to that level on a 618 level. So we hit 1404, I believe is the low, 1407. You can look up here, and as you highlight these candles, it'll change. So see that low right here? Low on this day, 1407. The Fibonacci level was 1414. So within 7 cents. And you could have predicted that as you're dropping here. As you're dropping, you'd just put your order in down here at your 618. Usually I go a little bit above that because I don't want to get front run if it stops a little short. See, like these candles stop a little short up here. And this doesn't always happen. There's a lot of coins where it stops well short, or it even stops at the 0.5, which is up in here. As you can see, a lot of action up in here. But it's always worth it to at least have some kind of an order open in back here as you move back down. If you get a drastic drop, it's usually going to buoy around here for a few days before coming back down. So this is still on the daily chart. But imagine if you would have sold up in this area and then bought again back in here. This is really how you can double up a lot of coins. So there's a lot of tools that maybe you don't know about yet and you don't use in congruency with other tools that really just help you just dominate the market. So you might ask, well, how do we know we're moving back up? Well, this is usually the key, the 618 level. If you get a bounce off of that and you continue breaking through these levels, that's a good sign. If you were to bounce off of this and then get rejected at the 0.5, that's usually not a good sign, that you're probably going to be going much lower. But so far, you could see it the very next day, it was all the way back up to the 0.38. And we've held support as we came back down to it. No more candles closing below this, and we're currently back up. If this 50-day moving average does not hold, where do you think we might be going next? I promise it's going to, more than likely than not, it's going right back to $17 right in here. So look for that. If it doesn't close and hold that 1940 level today, and you see it's breaking down even more, here's your next opportunity right here. So if we start going back up and we hold this and we start moving back up over the next few days, which is likely possible, it's possible. I don't think we're going a whole lot lower. As we know from Bitcoin last night, it was not a dead cat bounce. Dead cat bounces do not go back up to meet your previous all-time high. It's just, that's not what dead cat bounces are. So anybody that's saying that was a dead cat bounce and we're going lower, they don't know what they're talking about. Dead cat bounces do not come close to an all-time high, which is what happened in Bitcoin. So this is Bitcoin really quick on the daily chart. Look at a dead cat bounce would stop in this area somewhere. So if we would have stopped here, see that wick, and then go back down, okay, dead cat bounce could be confirmed and we would be going much lower. Up here, no. Maybe a double top so far, but I still don't see it retesting our all-time high. That's another story. We'll talk about that at another date. So let's get back to SNX. Where could we be projected to go if we continue to move up? Let's go ahead and look. How could we possibly do that mathematically based? Because we don't guess. No guessing here. We use as many tools as we can. So we clear this out, remove drawings, and then if you hit Alt F on your, this is TradingView by the way. If you don't know what TradingView is, you can just go, it's a free trial. You can do this and practice this over the weekend. So you draw it from the top to your, if you saw this, if your golden ratio is hit like that, more often than not, you are going to continue to move. So then you draw it in reverse from your top to your bottom. Remember, before we started from the bottom, went to the top. So if that plays out and you continue moving up, your next level to watch for a next local top is usually going to be your 1.618. If your 618 hit down here, you can draw this in reverse, and your 1.618 is your next level to watch, based on math. So if it worked out this whole move, since SNX's history, there's a likely chance at some point after we break our all-time high, that would be a next key level to watch. If you want to sell to take some profit, that's usually a good area to do it in. So if we start making up your way up to $38, right now, yeah, we're only 19, but that's double where we are now. Okay, I promise if you break an all-time high, that's going to be your next area. So keep it in the back of your head. It could be days, likely it's going to be weeks or months before we come back up here. But once we start moving back up, we clear our all-time high, get above $30, watch for 38. Maybe you'll remember this video. Maybe you can draw this on other coins. You can do this on any coin. It's not just SNX specific. This is a Fibonacci retracement tool. It's been around for hundreds of years. It's stood the test of time. It's based on math. It's based on human psychology. A lot of stuff goes into this. Put it in your toolbook, practice with it, learn about it, read about it. I'll do some more teachings on Patreon if you want to join us on there. We do a little bit deeper dives, more personable. Do weekly charts, weekly videos. That's only on there. So if that interests you, subscribe to us on Patreon. Try it out for a month. If you don't like it, you can drop off. There's no long term. So that's what I have for you for SNX for today. For our car of the day, we have the Bugatti Pure Sport. The Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport, I should say. And our quote of the day. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Happy Friday to everybody. We're going to make another video today, so stay tuned for that. And I appreciate you. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Again, my name's Chase. I'll see you on the next one.